You have a lot of arthritis, but this is not normal.
For nearly 2 decades, the Cambie Surgery Centre has offered private health care. Some patients come from other countries, some are covered by workplace compensation, and some are just willing to pay out of pocket for faster treatment.
What is morally wrong with the Canadians spending their own money on their own health care?
Today, Dr. Brian Day is getting ready to go to court to defend that argument.
Our goal is actually to fix Medicare, and that's what I think we will achieve with this lawsuit.
The Cambie Surgery Centre is taking on the province of British Columbia in court next week, trying to overturn 2 provincial regulations. One bans private health insurance for medically necessary surgeries. Advocates of private health care say it becomes too expensive for most people if there's no insurance. The other regulation forces doctors to choose between working in the public or private system rather than letting them split their schedule. And now, Justin Trudeau's government has been accepted as an intervener in the case. CBC News has obtained the expert report federal lawyers will use. It cites numerous studies to paint a bleak picture of a Canada with more private health care, arguing society as a whole would be worse off. Resources like highly skilled doctors would be siphoned from the public system. Even bankruptcies if people buy health insurance they can't afford, as sometimes happens in the United States. Day says he wants to see a European-style system with a public-private mix.
To me, it's a very simple question, and that is, if the government promises health care, fails to deliver it, do they have the right under the Constitution to stop you or your loved ones from extricating yourself from the pain and suffering that then ensues?
The federal government says it's concerned about anything that would create a barrier to quality health care.
It goes completely against the principles of the Canada Health Act, which include accessibility and universality, and we're committed to upholding those.
Now, the Supreme Court has already ruled on a similar case about private insurance, specifically in Quebec, and in that case, private health care won. People on both sides of the debate say that this new case could have some very important consequences for the whole country, and that it could also wind up in front of the Supreme Court. Catherine Cullen, CBC News, Ottawa.